The Talking Squirrel. One bright morning, in a quiet forest, a young boy named Jack wandered deep into the woods. He had heard tales of talking animals, but he didn't believe them. Talking animals are just stories, he thought. But that morning, he was about to learn that not everything in the forest was what it seemed. Jack was strolling along when he heard a loud "Hey, you." He stopped and looked around. No one was there. Did I imagine that? He wondered, scratching his head. Then, from a tree above him, a little squirrel popped out, wearing a tiny red hat. "Yeah, you? The human?" the squirrel yelled, waving its little paws. Jack jumped back. "Did you just talk?" he stammered. "Of course, I talk," the squirrel replied. "My name's Nettie, and I'm the smartest squirrel in the forest. Now, what are you doing here, huh? You lost or just looking for trouble?" Jack couldn't believe his ears. A talking squirrel. He whispered to himself. "This is crazy." Nettie jumped down from the tree and landed on Jack's shoulder. "Well, since you're here, let me show you around. Follow me. I know all the best spots in the forest. See that tree? It's the famous sleepy oak," Nettie said. "It's so lazy, it sleeps all day. It hasn't moved in years." They passed a group of birds singing terribly off-key. Nettie laughed. "Those are the worst singers in the forest. They've been practicing for weeks, and they still sound awful." Jack laughed along, but soon, Nettie led him to a clearing where a group of rabbits were holding a picnic. They were all wearing sunglasses and hats. Nettie jumped down and shouted, "Hey, why is everyone so quiet? Let's have a dance party." The rabbits looked up, smiled, and immediately started doing the chicken dance. Jack couldn't stop laughing as he joined in, flapping his arms and wiggling his legs. After a while, Nettie grabbed Jack's hand. "Come on, let's go see the big surprise." They raced through the trees until they reached a giant mushroom. It was bright pink and looked like it was made of cotton candy. "What's this?" Jack asked, confused. Nettie grinned. "It's the forest's funhouse. Inside, it's like a carnival, with games, clowns, and..." But before Nettie could finish, a loud bowing echoed from inside the mushroom. A large, bouncy ball shot out of the door and hit Nettie right in the face. 2/3 1406 ChatGPT. Ouch, Nettie exclaimed, rubbing his nose. "Okay, maybe it's not as fun as it looks, but still, you have to admit, this place is a blast." Jack laughed until his stomach hurt. "This is the best day ever." As the sun began to set, Jack knew it was time to go home. "Thanks for the adventure, Nettie," he said, smiling. Nettie winked. "Anytime, human. But next time, bring snacks." As Jack walked back to the village, he couldn't help but chuckle. He'd never thought he'd meet a talking squirrel and have the most fun day of his life. The forest might have been full of surprises, but for Jack, it would always be Nettie's crazy forest.